to see how it turned out here. I got 3.5 cups of rice here, 3.5 cups of long grain rice, 3.5 cups of vegetable broth, 4 cups, a little over 4 cups of water. So I put extra water in there because I have some squash in there that will absorb some of the water. I have about 1.5 cups of zucchini in there that I just cut up. And I also have a large fillet of salmon in there. I have about 1.5 cups of shrimp, raw shrimp. I put all this stuff in there raw. The salmon, the shrimp, the zucchini. I also put 1 cup of frozen peas, 1 can of green beans, a handful of a mixture of vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and also put about almost 1/2 cup of frozen bell peppers in there. So and some spices in there. So I'm gonna take a little taste test of this first, just to make sure that I got it right there. So I cooked it all together, right? I just threw it in the pan there, and I'm also gonna put some beans in there. I cook and freeze beans. This is a mixture of black beans and pinto beans there. So it should, that's thawed out. Okay, I'm gonna do a taste test here, or I'm gonna check and see if the rice is done. That is delicious. Tastes very, very fishy. So I cook it all together so it really makes the, so the fish flavors can, the seafood flavors can absorb in the rice. And I'm going to take a little stab at that zucchini too. Hopefully the zucchini's done. Perfect. So that salmon had some bones in it, and I had to extract the bones out before I cooked it. So I'm gonna, yeah, the salmon's just falling apart there. I'm just gonna check for bones here before I start mixing it together here. And I'm gonna leave the skin on. See the skin down there? The skin is the best part. There's a bone right there. So it's really hard to get all the bones out of those big salmon fillets. So I'm just gonna have to just spread it out here. Make sure no bones are in there. I do not like getting surprised by fish bones. I just felt another one in there. Okay, it's looking pretty good there. Looks like it's bone free. One more stab at it. Okay. Then I got the shrimp in there too. See the shrimp? The shrimp was frozen. The salmon was also frozen too. One of my buddies caught a couple salmon a few weeks ago. He caught another one, so he gave me some. Salmon, his last salmon. His wife caught the next one. This is his old one. But the shrimp just came in a bag there. Okay. Looks good, smells good. So I put some green beans in there with it too. Peas, green beans, squash, some carrots, some broccoli, cauliflower, shrimp, and salmon. So I'm just gonna make a little bowl of it here. Displace some of this rice and fish here. So I kind of want to mix it up a little bit better than this. I don't want too much salmon in there because the bottom might be have nothing in it. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to displace some of this here and put the beans in here and then cover it. See the peas, green beans. I may have put just a little bit too much water in it, but that's fine. So I'll just go like this. That should be plenty of beans right there for that plate. And I'll just mix this whole thing in there. Those beans are already cooked. I already slow cooked them in the slow cooker for a few hours, so. And I just freeze them and put them in dishes. Put them in meals. And I'll just mix that in later on. I'll mix it in later on. Right there. Let it cool down there. Oh yeah, very fishy. Very, very fishy. I love it. Probably should have put more rice in there. So when I make this big of a pot, I do not want that to overflow or expand and lift the lid off the pot, or else that's a disaster, right? Because I want to steam the rice after I boil all the water out. I want to take it off the heat there with the lid on. And if I overflow it, if I put too much stuff in there, that'll lift that lid off there and it will not steam correctly and the rice will be crunchy. I don't want crunchy rice, man. I hate crunchy rice, uncooked rice or partially cooked rice. So I haven't really stuck a lot of seasoning in here. I put a little bit of oregano and some chili powder. It smells awesome. No salt. I didn't put any salt in this. The beans were cooked without any flavoring in them. And the vegetable broth, I have 3.5 cups of vegetable broth in this also too. So that puts a little bit of salt in it. It's gonna be really hot. Delicious. It tastes really shrimpy and salmon-y. Salmon is a very strong flavored fish. And it does have a strong flavor of beans too. So the beans really add a lot of flavor. And I as you can see, I just put the bean broth in there too, that heavy syrup from the broth from the beans. I don't drain my beans, I just cook them down to where they're pretty much, I just keep on adding water and adding water and adding water, just enough to, I don't have to drain the beans when I cook them. You know what I'm saying? Keep all that broth. That bean broth is very flavorful. You know what? I need some hot sauce. I haven't had hot sauce in a long time. I crave it so bad. I crave it so bad. Yeah. Fish taco, man. Oh yeah. That is so good. Some hot sauce on here, they'll be epic. That is so good. I'm gonna make a bunch of these and take them tomorrow. I've been helping one of my buddies clear out some land. He just bought a property and we've been going out there every day. Been working long hours. I haven't metal teched in a while. It's been a spell. So I've been working out on this property. It's been hard work, but it's rewarding. Fish taco tonight, baby. Oh yeah. Thank you for watching.